The Healy assessment plus 3 frequency sessions is really great for anyone who is interested in trying out the Healy, getting to know it a little bit more. It doesn't include the microcurrent sessions, which need to be done in person, but it does include experiencing the other side of it. So what will happen is we'll do a Zoom call, and on the Zoom session, we're going to run a full panel of assessments, of scans of your energy system, which is basically like taking a picture or a snapshot of where you're at in this moment in time and what's going on in your energy field. It's going to pick up on what's going on right now. So that includes a lot. So we'll run a scan on which Bach flower remedies your system would most benefit from right now, and it will provide the top 5. The top 5 Bach flower remedies that your system would benefit from, the top 5 homeopathics in Materia Medica, the top 5 amino acids or minerals, the top 5 Australian bush flowers, the top 5 Alaskan gem elixirs, so gemstones, the top 5 Schussler salts, also known as tissue salts, the top 5 I Ching, so mental states that would be helpful for you right now. And then after we've done that, that already provides a lot of information. It's a lot of information to go through. Then we'll do a top scan. So of all of the Healy program categories, where are kind of your 5 weakest points in this moment? So we'll scan for the top 5 of those different programs. Those programs include the Gold Cycle programs, which is recovery and restoration, pain and psyche, so physical and mental pain or emotional pain, the fitness programs to do with your connective tissue, musculoskeletal system, job programs, it's like job stress and what mental stuff, sleep programs, beauty programs to do with your hair, nails, skin, and then skin programs. There's an entire category for that, for scar tissue and also skin health everywhere. Mental balance programs, bioenergetic balance 1 programs, bioenergetic balance 2 programs, meridian programs number 1, meridian programs number 2, which cover basically all parts of the physical body. And then chakra programs, protection programs to do with EMF toxicity and also protection and repair damage from EMF toxicity. And then deep cycle programs, which are detoxing. Okay, so of all of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different program categories, where are your top 5 needs among those? So it'll pull up the top 5, so it might be the gold programs, sleep programs, job, fitness, and deep cycle. And then we'll run a scan on each of those, because each program category has 4 to 12 about programs in it. So we'll run a scan on each of those categories to find out which individual programs are the top priority for you. Okay, so then after doing all of that, we'll also run the aura scan, scanning your 7 major chakras to see where they're at in this moment in time. And then of the 3 or so weakest ones, we'll run a detailed scan to pull up details of what's going on, what energy is present that's making those chakras weak. So after all of that, I will email you all of that information. It's a lot, so we probably won't go through all of it or read through all of it during the assessment. We can, but we usually don't, because usually people want to be able to read through it at their leisure, have time to digest. Okay, so then after that is done, then we will start your frequency session, sending you the frequencies of all of those programs. So frequencies that will support all of those different areas. And that we usually do not on Zoom. So we'll be on a Zoom call for the assessment to collect all the information, to ask questions, to talk, and then we'll end the Zoom call. You'll get somewhere relaxed and comfortable, and we'll run your first frequency session. And then we'll run your second and third frequency sessions the following days. So you're going to get 3 doses of all of these yummy frequencies that came up as your top priorities. All right, so during the frequency sessions, we can do it on Zoom or off. It doesn't quite matter, but it's usually more comfortable just to be somewhere meditating or relaxing with your eyes closed. So we usually end the call and we do it separately. And I will send a text at the beginning and the end of the session, just so you can verify for sure when the session is starting or ending. And then we'll schedule a time that works for you for the following 2 days. So I'll use muscle testing to help identify the dose of how long your system would like your sessions run for. And also we can ask your body with muscle testing if it wants your 3 sessions to happen 3 consecutive days or sometimes every other day. So every other day for 6 days. All right, so there you go. What you'll need to do to be prepared for your scan and your sessions is be very well hydrated and drink a lot of water after each session. Because after your body receives all these frequencies, it's going to be strengthened and supported, and then it's going to be adjusting and rebalancing and clearing stuff and, recalibrating afterwards. And so drinking a lot of water is going to be very helpful for that. A couple other things you can do during or before your sessions, your 3 energy sessions, your frequency sessions, is be grounded. Also be hydrated, be calm and centered. And you can do deep breathing during, or you can also do journaling during. Also being outside or visualizing nature, or even looking out the window at sunshine or nature can be helpful as well. So I recommend, as you're reading through the results in your emails, to just listen to your intuition as you read through them. Listen for what your intuition pings on. Because each category, each description for the different frequencies, the different gemstones or different colors or energies in the chakras, or even the different programs, as you listen to your intuition, it can kind of give you more clarity or highlight some things. And as you're reading through, I recommend journaling, because sometimes we'll have things coming to mind as you're reading through the results. And especially after you've had 1 or 2 sessions, that's usually a good time to do some journaling on anything that stands out to you in your scan results. Because after receiving the frequencies a couple times, your system will be supported and be able to clear and adjust, and you'll be able to kind of mentally often connect to some new things and new perspectives. Okay, so what should you expect during a session? Well, it's kind of anything goes. You never know, because everyone is different. Generally, in my experience, the frequency sessions of the Healy are kind of subtle. It's just like taking homeopathic pills or essential oils. Your system receives a boost, and it's not always super noticeable. Sometimes it is. Every once in a while, someone will have a very, very noticeable reaction of like, wow, I slept so good the night after, and that hasn't happened for a couple months. So something very dramatic, very, very noticeable. Some people can feel the frequencies during the session. I can feel it sometimes when I'm running sessions on myself, not very often. A lot of people don't feel much of anything at all. I do have a couple friends that are very sensitive, and they can feel as soon as the session starts, and they can feel that it's running the whole time until it ends, and they can feel when it ends. It's very individual. It depends on the person. I find that the most common results or experience is subtle improvements. Say someone has a hard time speaking up for themselves or communicating, they might find that, wait a minute, that's been kind of easy for me lately. I've been communicating pretty easily without brain fog or anxiety. Wow, come to think of it, yeah, for the last couple of weeks, it's been easier to do. And that's kind of more of what I experience, and what I notice for most people is that subtle improvements that you might not see a lot of at the moment, but if you kind of look back in hindsight, or if you're very kind of dialed in and very in tune, sometimes you can feel it and notice it live. Personally, I experience just an improvement in everything. More energy, more mental clarity, and seeing clearing my baggage and learning my life lessons just gets easier. So it's kind of like a subtle improvement all around. but it's different for everyone. Some people have, yeah, more like louder responses than others. So you never know until you try, and that's why I love offering this. So after someone has done this package, the assessment plus 3 sessions, then they can access texting sessions. So you can buy 6 days of texting sessions for a special price after you've already gone through the process with me once over Zoom. Okay, all right, and also there is the daily boost, or the weekly boost is available for free if you'd like to look at the details of all the different programs and what they specifically do. So the 4 different sleep programs, what each of them do, all of the Gold Cycle programs. If you want to learn more about that, you can go to the Weekly Boost on Facebook. It's a free Facebook group that I offer where I do a free weekly group Healy session. And in the document section, you can pull up the program description and check it out. If you have any questions or comments, you can email me directly or drop a comment under the video.